Hi there, welcome to Dundee Piano. Today we're going to have a listen to some music and see how we can tell what kind of music it is. What gives the music its character, what musical features you can hear in the music. I'm going to work from the ABRSM Grade 5 examples, in this book. And we'll just cover some of the kind of obvious things you can listen for when you're listening for a style of music, or what a period of music. So here's an example here. Etc. Yeah. Hopefully you can hear right away. It's major key, it's loud, it's bright. It has a counterpoint going on. That's the first thing that jumps out. Etc. Yeah. That should be the first clue that is Baroque. Okay. It just sounds Baroque before you listen to any of the rest of it. Okay. Also, it has a couple of little mordants in there. I didn't really manage them very well, but yeah, so it has a couple of little ornaments like mordants or mini trills. But I think it's Baroque just by the steady pace, the steady volume, the lack of dynamics, the lack of pedal, okay? And as I say, the counterpoint. When you can hear one melody in one hand being echoed in another, that's a giveaway that's Baroque. Okay, it's definitely not 20th century. It is not classical because it doesn't have enough of the classical kind of themes going on. Okay, right, here's another example. It's a bit slower. Let's see how I do with this one. Okay, so fairly steady pace, a bit of pedal. I don't know if you're meant to have pedal, but anyway. A lot of chromatic movements in the notes and the harmonies and the melodies, some ornaments in there, and some kind of progressions like that, which kind of give the game away. It's definitely not Baroque, it's definitely not classical. It's moving towards Romantic or 20th century. How can you tell the difference? Okay. I guess the key is when you hear a piece like that. It's starting to sound more modern, yeah? It's sounding a bit more 20th century in that area there. And also it's to the 20th century end of Romantic. Okay, it's 20th century, that's basically what we're saying. It's not a kind of older Romantic kind of piece. It has harmonies like that, which are kind of slightly atonal, but not quite. They're verging on atonal. It has kind of chromatic shifts. Okay, so 20th century. That's what tells you, yeah? Just for reference, I'll look at their official notes. Jazzy style, okay. Crush notes and flexible rhythms, right? So it's quite easy going. It doesn't have a steady pace in there that would push towards classical or romantic. Right, anyway, let's have another example here. What have we got? Andante. got there then? Okay, it's a bit older than the last example. There's no kind of clashing chords. The closest it gets is a kind of slightly chromatic progression, but yeah, there's pedal in there, which takes you away from Baroque right away. Okay, it's not Baroque. It's more modern than Baroque. And I guess you're choosing between classical or romantic. The pedal again is probably pushing you away from classical, okay? You're moving up to romantic with that pedal. It's not modern enough to be 20th century. And it's too kind of harmonious, or not harmonious, that's the wrong word. It's too kind of song-like to be classical, I think. And it's too fluid in the rhythms. Ral and yeah, it aims right into the romantic era, okay? And looking at their example, I'm kind of playing these without looking at the notes. Song-like, oh there you go, they agree with me, that's good. Rubato, rich harmonies and sustain pedal, so yeah, it's more of a song, it's more of a romantic song, right? So it pushes it away from classical, which would be a more structured piece of music. See if I can find a classical one, for example. You know, there you go, that's a bit more classical, okay? Rigid, steady, structured harmonies, progressions, you know, everything moves straight through. There's probably no pedal. I probably used a bit of pedal playing it, but okay, so it has an echo, it has a repeat of a theme in there. That's Mozart, so that's dead center classical, okay, there you go. Quite well structured and repetitive. No pedal. It has harmony, so it's not Baroque. It's not as ancient as a harpsichord piece. It has variation of dynamics as well, from loud to soft, so that pushes you away from Baroque. There's no atonal shift, there's no chromatic movements of chords, so that's away from 20th century. So again, you're in classical romantic area. No pedal, less likely to be romantic. No variation of tempo in that section there. There is a rit at the end actually, so I mean there's a little variation in tempo, but generally it's quite a well structured classical example, that one, okay? So hopefully you're getting the idea, right? You have four styles at grade 5 to listen for. Baroque, is it like a harpsichord? Is there very little variation of dynamic? Okay, there's no pedal. It sounds like there's counterpoint, there's different tunes going on the right and the left, or maybe the same tune twice in echoes. Okay? Are there ornaments like mordants and trills, such? Well, probably mordants. So there's your Baroque. Classical, is there a strong theme that gets repeated at different volumes? Are there strong chordal progressions where things are quite logical sounding? Very little variation of tempo. Okay, is that classical? Romantic, are we using the pedal more? Are you using different types of chords more? Are you moving beyond the strict major 1, 4, 5 or whatever, 1, 2, 6, whatever progressions? Are you moving away from those other typical classical progressions? Are you more fluid in your tempo, rubato? Are you stealing notes and rhythms? And then finally, 20th century, are you becoming more towards the atonal kind of moving around on semitones more often? Again, using ornaments like the other periods, but maybe in different ways. The rhythm may not be very consistent in the 20th century example they give you, you know? So you're pushing away from the other periods in your 20th century examples. So yeah, when you listen to music, listen out for some of those key aspects. I'll play another one here. See what you think of this one. Oh, see if I can play it. Okay, it's like... already thinking 20th century, okay? Even without looking any further than that. What about this one? Okay, we're thinking romantic. You've got the pedal, you've got quite a melodramatic almost theme. It's quite song-like, and you have a little bit of a trill in there, and its progression is a bit more than classical, yeah? So we're into the romantic. And then finally, classical. It just sounds classical right away. It's got a fairly structured, chord-based, almost arpeggio. I didn't mention arpeggios before, but yeah, they often appear in classical examples. Ba 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 ba. Yeah, variation of volume there, and kind of showing off on scales and arpeggios. So that's a classical example. So hopefully those examples have given you something to think about, things to listen for, and how to tell the difference between some of the periods of music you get asked about. Okay, thanks for watching. Mm-hmm.